day 73 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, guys, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem. Hope y'all feeling refreshed. Hope y'all are well rested because we have some learning that we need to do today, guys. But before we get started, don't forget, bring a mouse right over here and click that subscribe button for me, guys. Then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me, guys. Then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I need y'all in the comment section right now and drop that bank emoji in the comment section so we could run this engagement up and we could bring more awareness to the Swift community and help build the Swift community as a whole. Now, with that being said, guys, I know why y'all here. Y'all want a question for the day. Y'all want to do the question for the day. So today we have question number 1137th Tribonacci number. The difficulty level is easy, so we're going to keep it simple and easy. We're not going to make it harder than it has to be, and we're going to make the solution easy for everybody to understand because we're all here trying to learn, and there's no point in trying to learn if you don't understand what it is you're learning. So let's see what it is that they're asking us to do. It says the Tribonacci sequence Tn is defined as follows. T0 equals 0, T1 equals 1, T2 equals 1, and Tn plus 3 equals Tn plus Tn plus 1 plus Tn plus 2 for n is greater than or equal to 0. Given n, return a value of Tn. So what they're really asking, so let's break down what the Tribonacci sequence is. They give us the explanation right here, but I'm gonna show y'all right here. This is not the code, but this is just for me to give you an example of what the Tribonacci sequence is. So the Tribonacci sequence is kind of like the Fibonacci sequence, except we're adding the last three numbers together instead of the last two numbers together. So the first number will be 0, the second number will be 1, and the third number will be 1. And then this is where the sequence starts. So these three numbers right here, that's what this is talking about over here. T equals 0, T1 equals 1, and T2 equals 1. So that's what that part is talking about over here, right? Oh, excuse me, over here. So, but after this, we're adding all three together. So the next number would be 2. Then we will add the three numbers together, because it's the Tribonacci, not the Fibonacci. So then after that, the next number would be 4. Then we'll add these three together. Next number would be 7. Then we'd add these three together. The next number would be 13, and so on and so on. And that's how the Tribonacci sequence works. So now that we understand what the Tribonacci sequence is, let me show y'all one more time so I could break down to you so you could see what what it looks like over here. So yeah, this part right here is representing every three numbers. So this is the first part. This right here represents this right here. And then after this, after we have those three numbers, that's when the Tribonacci sequence continues and it's added every three numbers together. And that's this part right here. When we're adding these three gives us 7, these three gives us 13. So yeah, that's what the Tribonacci sequence is, and that's what the question is asking. That's what this part means right here. So let's look at an example. They want the input 4. If you see, the output was 4 because T3 equals, like we did over here, like we showed you before, 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus equals 2. And then it'd be 1 plus 1 plus 2 equals 4. So that's why the output is 4. The example over here, well, let's go through it. Let's go through the example so y'all can see what it is I'm saying. But that's why the output is 4, because n equals 4. So the output is 4 because 1 plus 1 plus 2, that adding those last three numbers together gives us 4. So now that we got that part, this part I'm not going to be able to type all the way out, but you can imagine it follows the same pattern and the same sequence, and the n would equal 25 and the output would be this right here, which would be 1,389,537. It's a big number right there, guys, that I'm not about to go through the whole Fibonacci sequence to find out. That's what the code is for. That's why we're writing this code, so the code will help us do that. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to add some more parameters to this to help us with our with the indexes that we need. So we're going to say a equals int. Then we're going to come over here and we are going to, or we're going to say a equals int equals 0. Then we're going to come over here and say b, b, cast that as an int. We're going to set that equal to 1. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to say c, cast, c, we're going to cast that as an int, and that's going to be equal to 1. So that's going to represent this part right here, our first three elements of the Tribonacci sequence. Then it's going to return an int, and then we are integer. Then we are going to come down here. We are going to say, we're going to do a switch case. We're going to say switch in. We're going to come down here. We're going to say case 0 is A. We're going to say case 1 is B. And we're going to say case 2 is C. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say default Tribonacci. So we're going to use some recursion here. We're going to say Tribonacci. Then we are going to plug in. We're going to say n minus 1. Then we're going to say B, comma C, comma A plus B plus C. So that's all she wrote, really, guys. So let's run it and see what happens. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, guys. And it's accepted. So let's submit it and see what happens after we submit it. Hopefully it stays accepted. And there it is. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users with Swift, guys. Now that's what I like to see. That's what we're out here learning for. And yeah, guys, switch statement did it for us. Everybody doesn't like switch statements, but as you can see, sometimes they're just the way to go. So that's all for today. I hope to see you guys tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. Peace.